Hello everyone, Con from Project Heroes, welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Today we are continuing the Shipyard, getting back to our Naval Academy scenarios. Today we are going to be doing Destroyer Attack, where we are attacking a convoy with a flotilla of destroyers. We are to design a destroyer flotilla that can eliminate an enemy convoy and its escorts. The enemy has a strong cruiser for protection that only torpedoes can harm it. You can use two types of destroyers: big destroyer leaders or standard destroyers of smaller displacement. So either a handful of bigger destroyers or more smaller destroyers. We will have 389 million to build. And then the enemy fleet will consist of a heavy cruiser and a lot of transport. So the big threat is the heavy cruiser. We don't need to sink that. We only need to sink all of their transports. English. As always, I can't speak clearly. I've been drinking this Celsius sparkling juice, soda, whatever. It's like a healthy soda. It's only like 10 calories and boosts metabolism. So, but it like really gums up the back of my mouth when I drink it, kind of like Mountain Dew. I'm trying not to describe it too much, but you know, it just makes it hard to speak sometimes. So I should probably drink actual water when doing this stuff. That aside, win condition and sink all 10 of the enemy transports, and they will never retreat. We are gonna go with shells and torpedoes, as opposed to balanced tech, because speed is nice, but torpedoes are most certainly going to be our saving grace in this scenario. So, small refit tower. I never knew refit towers are in the game. What does that look like? That's interesting. That's actually kind of cool. Probably way bigger than what we need, but still cool. Cool and interesting. Put it on the bow. Yeah, that looks extraordinarily out of place. All right. Let's see here. What are we working with? So this is our more or less our destroyer leader, even though that's not what the hull actually is. It's a larger destroyer though. We can go with the really small one, which have smaller towers, or we can go with a mid-size type thing, but that is also too big for the refit tower, so we would be looking at using something like the small ones. Something like that. I like big. We are going with our torpedo destroyer. We're going with our torpedo boat leader. We're going to, I think I want to have the tower set back a bit because I might put our torpedo tubes up front here. Actually, wait a minute. Scratch that. I might not want to do that simply for the fact. What kind of guns can we have? We can have a 5-inch. What do we have for barbettes? I'm wondering if my nose is about to explode. Bless me. Oh. Alright. Where was I? Alright, let's... Best tower. Even though it's probably not going to save us, and probably only making this more expensive. So our enhanced dual funnels, I want this thing, what is our ideal hull speed? 34 knots, so we are going to aim for something like 35, I think. We are going to do induced boilers. Actually, that might not even be entirely necessary, which would be nice. Geared turbines, for sure. Actually, we might be able to get away with just natural boilers. These enhanced dual funnels are quite the thing. Oh yeah, oil one, definitely. Oh yeah, we can probably actually shrink down the... We could probably use enhanced funnel one. Standard big? This will definitely save us some deck space doing this. What if I just use a couple of small... Yeah, I could just use a couple of standard small funnels. Let's do that, because that saves weight and space, even though I got two of them. We will have auxiliary engine 2, shaft 2, and electro hydro 1 if I can click it. We'll keep a semi-balanced rudder. I usually do, because honestly I can never decide if I want it to turn, unless if I absolutely know that I need it to turn quicker. I usually don't bother changing this, because balance, you know, it's actually save on engine weight. I'll have to keep that in mind when I'm designing ships, because I never really pay attention to that. Krupp 3. Do I want Barbette 3, or do I want to just stick with Barbette 1? Because this is a destroyer, not a battleship. We'll keep it with that for now. We'll stick with, well, Anti-Flood 3, Reinforced Bulkheads 1. I'll give it a double bottom, but that'll probably be the first thing to go whenever I get into swapping out or deciding what I want to get rid of first. Let's get our torpedo. Oh, I can't fit. Okay, well that's a shame. Can we fit dual 4s? We can. Doing this simply for the fact that I can have... Wait, can I put a torpedo tube on a barbette? I think I can, but I can't remember. No, I can't. No, I can't. Okay. Okay, it was just a wet dream. Got it. Enhanced reloading, electro hydro 1. I want 24-inch torpedoes. I want my torpedoes to be extra thick. And I also want them to be well and truly clear of the... Alright. Well, if that's the case, maybe we just do the thing of the single tube of the 5-inch torpedoes. Oxygen torpedoes, yes! My throat gummed up again. We'll do Coincidence 3, Hydro 1, Advanced, Sonar. We will so far build 5 destroyers, but we also need a rear tower. This is going to be interesting, because I want... Hold on. Let's see here. Let us get this lined up properly, because what I'm intending to do is do this kind of like a Fletcher layout, where it's the 5 turrets. So you have the one here, you have the two bow turrets, but then you have one on a barbette there, one on a that's crooked, one on a barbette here, and then you have your back turret. So there we got 5-inch guns. Still have a 4-weight offset, so we might be able to amend that a bit by moving up our 5-inch guns. And possibly our torpedo tube. And our boilers. I don't want to get the funnels too close, because the closer the funnels are to the torpedo tube, the less a front angle it can have. Of course, we've already ruined that quite a bit by having it in the center of the ship instead of the side, but at the same time, alternatively, I could just bump it down to 3 torpedo tubes. But I really don't want to do that because I can't really... Because having... To be able to have 5, what's probably going to happen is I'm only going to have it... Ooh. Yes, TNT. Triple base. Do I want triple base? What goes boom? Well, there's triple base. Citric acid 3 would probably go boom a lot. I don't have access to level 1, which would be amazing to have. TNT isn't that bad, though. Yeah, we'll stick with that. Alright. Triple base, or do I want... tube powder? Super low burn. Better accuracy, better pen, better damage. Actually, more pen and more damage than what the normal stuff, but less HE damage. Which I'm not sure if that's something that I want for this. Although the torpedoes are mostly here to take out the heavy cruiser, whereas the guns are here to destroy their convoy. On top of that, I didn't actually look to see what kind of time limit we're working with here. So I have no idea if this is going to be like the previous scenario where we ended up almost losing not once but twice because of my inability to find all the transports within, what, 2 minutes? 6 minutes, I think, was the time limit. It might have been 10, I can't remember. It's been a while since we've done these scenarios, but I'm actually so far happy with this design. It's a bit more traditional. It's not wacky. Of course, I'm not an expert on designing... I'm not an expert at designing ships in comparison with the tactics of the time period, so although I can make things work. What is our armor pen on these 5-inch guns? Not terrible. I think I'm gonna use capped 2 just to give them the best chance possible of being able to pen, because the incendiary shells are going to be for the transports for sure. Those are going to absolutely eviscerate those things. The capped AP is going to be for shooting at the actual cruiser. I doubt we're going to pen said cruiser, but there is a chance. Let's see here. Can I fit any other 2-inch guns? Kind of just fitting some extra guns here. I should probably be using this extra weight to figure out the armor profile. Armor is probably not going to be that important because we can only have just under a 1-inch belt, which is entirely okay, I suppose, but at the same time not ideal. We can't even have an armored citadel on this thing, so we are just kind of going with whatever we can shove onto this ship. And honestly, that being said, we'll probably keep superstructure as a 0. I want 1-inch armor on the top of the 5-inch guns. We'll actually go with 8-inch. No, we won't. We'll just keep that at 6. 2-inch top on the turrets then. And for our 5-inch guns, I will extend the length out, because that will give them more armor pen. And same thing with the 2-inch guns, simply because we can. We are at 250. Is there anything else we want to add? Ooh, we're at 4 destroyers. Is there anything I can make slightly cheaper? Possibly the oil. No, if I do that, I'm gonna be increasing my weight way too much. Range? I'm probably just gonna have to live with 4 destroyers, which is fine. I think I can take out a heavy cruiser with 4 destroyers, and then cross my fingers and hope that these transports aren't armed. 5 would be ideal. 4 is okay. When it comes down to the amount of quarters, we can get that up to spacious, which is good. Let's use up the last bit of our money to train the crew. Training 18, because every little bit counts in my eyes. I think this is, I think this will work. Like I said, I am not an expert ship designer, and I am definitely not an expert destroyer designer, but when it comes to a destroyer that can give a group of transports a hard time, I can do that pretty well. But then again, I can do that pretty well with any ship. 35 knots is not something to laugh at for a destroyer of this period. Of course, I don't know what exact period this is for within the game's confines, but that looks like it to be an older cruiser. So, oh my lord, where's the cruiser? Is it back there? Is that where you are? Yep, that's what you are. Alright. That is our focus. We are going to save our torpedoes until we are closer. These transports are armed, which is not great. Torpedoes are away. We are already sinking a transport. We are also getting partial pens on our shells somehow, which is amazing. Torpedoes are coming our way. Quick! Avoid! Evade! Evade! Smoke up. We are taking some bad hits. And I think we are running on the advantage that the cruiser spawned on the other side of their fleet, so of transport. So I think we're gonna be fine, because their heavy cruiser is not being very much capable of hitting us effectively. They got their own ships in the way, and we are just tearing through their transports right now. And we're not really having to worry about their heavy cruiser too much, which is nice. And the game is for once not lagging too much, which is amazing. And another wing, yeah, and another one. Yeah, we've actually lost sight of the heavy cruiser. Awesome. Oh, they still see us though. Oh, they're still shooting. Okay. I think it's just these last 2 transports. I believe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and oh, there. Nope. There's the last one. Okay. Nope. We lost sight of that one again. Nope. Come on. I think oxygen torpedoes are more. How many torpedoes does this cruiser have? Oh, okay, I see. It has bow and it has underwater torpedo tubes, so it has like a lot of them in every direction. But that is the last transport. Destroyer power. That went rather well, even with armed transports. Oh, that's right. I was rocking Crep 3 armor. I forgot about the armor bonus. So those are probably small, like 2-inch guns that couldn't do much, and I was rocking what was essentially an 1.5-inch belt of armor. All right, well that was destroyer attack. That was rather simple. I think we had the luck of having the heavy cruiser spawn on the opposite side of the transports from us, which was a godsend. Um, but anyways, guys, we'll wrap it up here. Hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like and a comment. Let me know your thoughts. I would actually like to give a shout out to Steve, who I had a very interesting conversation with about the crossing the T theory of, well, tactics and ship designs that go along with that tactic. And I actually really enjoyed that because I don't know too much about naval tactics, and I'd never heard about the crossing the T theory. So that was interesting. Um, and that also goes to show that I do read the comments. Um, there aren't too many, so it makes it really easy anyway. But hopefully we can change that someday. On top of that, guys, if you don't want to miss any of our future content, be sure to hit the subscribe button. Help us reach our subscriber goal of 300, where at that point we are talking about making a public Discord server so you guys can interact with each other, interact with us, and we might be able to host events. Because I know we have definitely talked about doing stuff on custom battles and War Thunder, and that has me excited because it would probably be ridiculous and hilarious. But along with other things, and helps us connect to our community a bit more, you guys. Um, but anyways, guys, once again, hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all next time.